Hi, everybody. I'm here. I'm a couple minutes late, and I'm sorry. But I got busy with our new puppy. In case you don't know, we got a new puppy. And he's a handful. Just gonna share this post so that people know that I'm here and live and we're doing the paper pumpkin, and maybe they'll jump on. So give me just a second. No, wrong button. Well, and somebody is running the cleaner. So if you hear that, I'm very sorry. Oh, Lord. Well, I guess I'll just hope they remembered, because I took Messenger off here. And now, I don't know what they're cleaning. So hopefully they remember that today is Paper Pumpkin Day. So hello and welcome. And if you're new, I'm so glad that you found me. And I hope you leave a comment or something in the description box below, because then I will send you one of these lovely cards that we are going to make today, or whatever we're going to make. And it's Paper Pumpkin Day. And for that, you get to get your paper pumpkin out and watch with me, play along, or you can just watch if you don't have paper pumpkin. And if you're new to paper pumpkin, what it is, it's a monthly subscription that comes to you in the mail with everything you need to make these cards. Now, when you first get your paper pumpkin for the very first time, they send you a block. It's a little bit thinner than this, but it's the size of our D block. And they will send you a block, and you can make your kit. So it comes with everything. Now I opened the box just to peek. Ooh, this time we're getting Blackberry Bliss. And so we got that. And I ordered the add-ons. So these are the add-ons. I haven't opened anything. I was waiting for all you guys today. So this is the add-on. Let me find a pair of scissors. The only things that I think you might need is a pair of scissors. Unless you want to alter anything, then you would, need something. But it comes with dots and dimensionals and everything. But this was an add-on. This was something that you could add on to your paper pumpkin kit. And these are 24 envelopes. Look at the decorative. Oh, this is wonderful. So you got 24 envelopes. I believe it said 24. So I'm very excited. And then 24 card kits. If you hear my daughter hollering in the background, she's yelling at a puppy that we just got. Aren't these pretty? These will be fun to decorate all up. Oh, and then that goes with this one. Wow, so we're going to have fun with some of these and have a quick card on the go. So this will be fun. So I'm going to set them over there. But what comes in the kit that you get every month, you'll get all this to make all these things right here. It's all right here. That was just an add-on thing if you wanted more cards or more stuff to keep making with it. And every now and then they have add-ons, and then you could just buy some of the add-ons. But if you use up all your kit, like this and you want another one, lots of times they have the kit for sale, so you can get another kit, but you won't get the stamps or the pad. You'll just get the supplies. So that's always something that you can add to your thing. And this was talking about the Summer Nights supply kit that you could add on. So that's wonderful. And then in here, they have the directions to tell you step 1, step 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, I don't always follow the directions to a T, so I just want to let you know. Now, I'm going to use, because I have the big Blackberry Bliss, so I'm going to bring out the big Blackberry Bliss. So I'm going to replace that with them. Then I'm going to, we got pop dots and glue dots. This is your stuff to adhere stuff down. Now, I'll use the dimensionals, but I'm going to bring in my tape runner because for the purpose of the video and all that, I just find it better to use a tape runner. So then they give you some little twine that we're going to need for something. And then, ooh, aren't those beautiful? Little stars. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, and then we got some summer night bags. That's going to be cool. You can decorate it up more. And then it looks like you could put a little tea light in it and set them around. Or if you didn't want to do that, you could put just some little goodies in there and hand them to somebody, which I think that's what I might do. They gave you a lot of those, so that's very nice. Then you got like postcard, little like postcard cards this time, which you could add these to a regular card. And then you got this kind. And then you got this kind. And they gave you the envelopes for all this stuff. How wonderful. And now we're going to, oh, what's down here? Oh, they give you little mason jars. Are they not cool? And they're in vellum. Oh, boy. That is so cool. I am so, so excited. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Oh, and then we got cutouts. So what I do is, if anybody's here, I'll chit chat with you for a minute, but I like to cut out all my parts. So, I'm going to get all my parts out so that I know what I'm doing. When I put this together, it's one less little thing. They give you lots of these, so I don't know, like, how many of these we're going to need for one card or what, but I'm very excited. This would be a cute little invitation if you're having a little party. Oh, a little party, because I know you got to stay social distancing right now. But it's for the best for everybody to stay safe. And then I'm just going to pop out one, and then if I need more, I'll get more. So this way we're not dragging out the whole video on you guys. And it looks like, oh, they gave you the stamp set too for little jars. So you could make jars of your own with the little stamp set. And okay, so I'm not going to pop out all these. There's like sheets, a bunch of sheets with it. And then, oh, they give you like labels. So they give you, what is it, 2 sheets of different labels. So I'm going to pop them out though. And, the puppy is a handful right now. He's at the stage where he wants to explore more. And we can't really just say, hey, go explore wherever you want. Not yet. So we're going to put this, we're going to put these here and these here. And then they gave you all these ones. So that was quite a little bit of labels. They usually give you extra labels in case you make mistakes or something, that you can have some labels. And then if there's any measurement with a string or whatever, I didn't notice this the first 2 times. So I want to point, if you don't have a grid ruler or grid paper, they give you a little ruler right down here along the bottom of your directions. So that's really cool. So, okay, so they gave you, they gave you little stamps so you could put on the back, when, where, RSVP, it's a party, you're invited, your night's up. I can't really read what it says. It's such a glare. Oh, you light in my life. Oh, you're the light in my life. And I'm not really sure what that says. I'd have to stamp it. And then they give you this little burst. It looks like a lightning bug. I'm not sure what this is for. Like maybe a twinkle stick. I don't know. Like one of those. I'm not sure. And then they give you these. So we will play and see what they say to do. Now, let's use these ones first. These would be cute. This is what came in the kit, that you could easily switch over to cards, which is probably what I'm going to do. I would put them on a white base, or this would even be just cute to do this all up and then just put on the back. Just wanted to send you a hello to see how you were doing. I mean, you don't have to have it exactly the way that, they say to do it. So let's do one of each of these for right now. Let's do one of each, and then we'll do one of the bags. Okay. All right. So first thing it says is to stamp, die cutting, label, and postcard base. Okay, they want you to stamp that on the back, but I'm not going to do that. They want you to stamp the RSVP, and that's what that's for. That's a line on the back to stamp like an invitation. So actually, I'll do one so you guys know how it's done, and then you guys can decide, maybe you want them, maybe you need a party and that's what you want to do. So I'll do one, and then I'm going to put it on top of a card so nobody will see it anyways. Okay, and this says it's a party. Looks like that's what we're supposed to stamp on it. So we're going to click it right here, and we're going to put it's a party. Oh, and the other thing you're going to need is some type of thing to clean your stamps while you're doing. So whether you get the purple little sponge that they have, or if you get a Stampin' Scrub, or if you get a wet paper towel or baby wipe next to you, that'll work too. But some type of thing to clean your stamps with when you're doing this. Okay, it's a party. I'm not sure what it says. Oh, you're invited. This is a cute little set if you do have to have a... Then it says, you're invited. Yeah, oh, I nicked it right there. That's the one thing with the bigger blocks. I would like to pull in my smaller blocks, but I try to do this with what they give you. In that case, it's really good if you're a beginner and you're learning, because it teaches you not to rock. And of course, I rocked. And then you got, where is it? A date. I don't see the date. It says when and where. Oh, when, where, and RSVP. Okay. Now these are pretty small. I'm definitely going to bring in a small A block, because I would rather do these on an A block. So if you wanted to buy an extra A block, I can set you up with that, but you just need a little A block, and they're only $1 or $2. They're not expensive, because they work really well for the little tiny stamps. So it's when, well, my when didn't come out very good, but that's okay. Clean this off. A little bit of my W didn't come out, but I'm going to be all right with it. So when, and don't think that your stamps are cleaned after you use this color. All of our like reds or what do I want to say? The reds or the red colors dye your clear polymer stamps. So, and then I'm going to put this long line across on this D block. Yep. And I'm going to stamp it up this way. I got to get this just a tad bit closer to me to be able to line this up. And they kind of have it going across where the, and it looks like they have 2 lines. So look at that. I was able to kind of cover up my little mistake. And then it says where. Okay. And then we're going to go back to our 2 little lines. And then we got to clean this little stamp off so we can use the block again. And RSVP. I hope everybody's enjoying their Friday evening. And then we put 2 more lines. So that's what they wanted you to do, and they wanted you to do that same process for all your cards if you wanted them to look like what they're doing. So now we're going to flip it over because this is where I'm going to start doing. And now it says for the lantern card, cut 2 4-piece strips of baker's twine. Okay. So they gave us, that one goes on, what one? This, I think it goes on one of these other ones. So let me look at the picture in the front. Yes. So that one goes on this card for the lantern. And it says, take this off our block. And it says to cut 2. Oh, we're supposed to also stamp this invitation first, because we're supposed to make sure we stamp everything up. So for this one, we're supposed to use this little burst and just kind of stamp it everywhere on our card like. And it looks like they have one kind of going off. So what I like to do is they give you these nice little wooden things in there, or you can use a scrap paper. So stamp it up and then just stamp on it and stamp it off. So now you're not getting your work surface all dirty or yucky or whatever. So you had to do that for that one for stamping. We got the RSVP. We had to do the burst on that one. Oh, so it looks like, okay. So it looks like we have to do the burst on this one also. That's what it's showing us. I have to go back and look at the picture. I don't think there's a right or wrong where they go. They're just showing you to burst them up. This one does not have anything because the little roller coaster goes on it. And then we're going to bring in the little envelope here because it shows them on there and it shows them kind of all over the place. So if it was me and I didn't want to get stuff on the inside of my card, I would probably take like the back of this directions that they gave us here. I would fold it down and put it in here. If you didn't have everything or anything or scrap piece of paper, whatever would work. So I'm just putting this in here. Maybe. Keeps catching on that bag. Okay. So yes, I would put something in there because they want you to stamp on and off this little burst that they got there, like a starburst, or I don't know, almost looks like a firework type thing, but so they want you to do that. So I'm going to put something in there so it don't go through. And they want you to give you, because you want the other side of your card to look very nice too. I think they had us only do 3. Yes, that's all they had us do was 3. I'm going to set the directions over here now. So that way when you take it out, it's on this paper and it's not on the back of your little bag. So, because this would be cute just to give us a little treat bag. So, okay, so that's what they want us to do with that. All right, so we'll keep that over here for when we do more bags. And I'm going to clean this stamp up before I get any ink anywhere. Okay, so clean that up. All right, now it says on the directions to, okay, for the lantern card, which was this card here, it says cut 2 4-inch pieces of the baker twine. So this is the baker's twine. And it's right there. Okay, so this is the baker's twine. I'm going to open it up here. And let's see. I always have trouble trying to find the ends of these. Oh, I think I found it. Maybe. I don't know if I found it or not. Let's see. So oh, there we go. And then this is where your ruler will come in handy. Take the ruler that's on the bottom of the, let me make sure you're in camera view with me. That's on the bottom of this, of your directions, and it says 2 4-inch pieces. So we got one right there. And so get a pair of good cutting scissors. Sorry for the arm in the video. And snip them. And then cut another one of 4 inches. So there we go. And then we'll just set this aside for the other cards. Okay. Now what does it say to do? Go back on this side. Tie a knot at each end of the baker's twine and adhere a knot to one edge of the card base using an adhesive dot. Thread twine through the lantern and then you're going to add them on. Okay. All right. So if I'm correct, it wants you to tie a knot on the end of this. This is not going to be easy. Maybe. Oh, I did it. See? Confidence in yourself. All right. There we go. We got a little knot. Don't come out. It got real close to the edge there. All right. So I tied a knot. They want you to take your little glue dots that come like this. And I can never get them off here very well without a pokey tool. Just, it's hard. So I got a pokey tool. And they want you to attach it to the end of your knot. Like that. Sorry if I was out of camera view. So they want you to attach that to the end of your knot. And then Gotta peel this little paper off. That's the tricky part. Is it tearing it off. Right. Oh, I got it. Yay. And then I would wad up that little knot a little bit just to make it there. And then you go ahead and you just, it says to attach it to the corner of your paper. Now it shows us using different lanterns here. So we're going to get out the different lanterns, and there's a little pop out right here on the top. We're going to need 2 of these, it looks like. I'm looking at the picture here. And then we're going to need, looks like 2 of this kind. 3 of them. Is there another third different color here? Or are they all the same? Are they all the same? Oh, in the other package they have, I don't know. I didn't get to cut out any of that color, or if I did, I don't remember. I must have. I just don't see them. So we need 3 of these, 1 of each color. Okay. And then it says to string them on. But I know these pop up, so I am going to put a dimensional on the back of these before I pop them up. So I'm going to put a dimensional on the back of each one of these little guys. Because I can tell that they put a little pop on the back of them. Okay. And I'm going to, well, I'll remove the dimensionals after I get them where I want them to go. So we got to string these on this one, and then we're going to string some on the other one. So one's going to go like this, like that, and then we'll take the other color, blue, here, and one's going to go like this. So that looks pretty cool. So now I'm just going to remove the dimensional backing and just stick it down. And then with this extra string that I kind of got here, you could put a glue dot and all that. I mean, if you were going to use this as a party card, you wouldn't be able to do this if you're going to have the time, place, because this would look ridiculous on the back of it like this, but I'm not using it for that. So if you weren't going to use it for that, you could put a piece of adhesive back here and just tape this down. But what they want you to do is they want you to kind of tie another little knot, which maybe, I don't know, maybe I should have done that before I heared them down. And because I didn't, I'm just going to hear it on the back. So I'm going to take both of these this time. I'm going to put a little bit of, oh, you got to prime this every time. Forget. I'll put a little bit of adhesive right there. Put this over the top. I'm going to tie my knot in the bottom of this one first. So it did say to tie 2 knots in the bottom. For some reason, I thought they were going to be bigger and not be able to slide, but, and then I put that on there, and now it's saying to add our other lanterns. So we're going to add this lantern. We're going to put this one right here. So we'll just peel off the little dimensional. It's in the back, if I can. Just like that. And then we're going to peel off the dimensional in the back of this one. I think I should have done them beforehand. Oh, what I was thinking. and this right here. And then we're supposed to put another glue dot, one of these little mini glue dots here. And I'm just going to stick it down on the paper. Peel the, well, that didn't work. There it goes. And then stick my little knot in there. Now I kind of wanted these to overlap in the corner up here. So I'm going to peel this one off a little bit and bring it over. I want it to touch them right there. So it looks like it was one continuous line. So there's that one. What do y'all think? Huh? I think that came out pretty cool. I really like it. Yeah. So there's that. And then let's see, what else does it say to do? Got to get this back up here and out of the way. I'm going to lose my parts if I don't put them up here. Okay. It says to, all right, then use the dodge thread through the lantern die cuts, and here the second knot. Okay, we did all that. Okay, we did that. So now we're going to go to, so this card we have to sit aside for now. And then it says to bring in this card right here. And it says to add the little what do you call this? Ferris wheel. Yep, I got it the right way with a greeting. That one had a greeting on it, but it didn't show me what greeting it put on it. On the lantern one, we'll go back to that one. And it shows this greeting and then some stars. So let's do that. On the lantern one, it had the saying. So we'll go back and we'll stamp this saying twice. Okay. So we're going to stamp some sayings first. Let's stamp this one here. We're going to stamp this one right here. And let's see. I'm going to get this out. I'm not even sure what this says or if it's upright or upside down. So we will have to stamp it. Oh, the summer nights are all lights with everything magical and bright. Oh, that's very nice. So we're going to stamp it again. And we're going to put this one right in the middle. Like that. And we're going to put this one right here. Okay. All right. That could have been down a little bit farther, but from the distance I did it at, I see it's not bad. And then this goes right here on this card. I'm going to mooch it over a little bit so you see the dots. And it uses your Stampin' Mini dimensionals here. We're just going to put, I like to put 4 and then 1 in the middle. Just because you don't want it all, you don't want a wonky card going anywhere. You want a nice, pretty card. And I know I make a little mess when I'm creating these. But there we go. So that card would be done. This is what they would consider being done. Now, because you could send it just like this and send a little note in the back. I would probably, if I was going to do that and you did this here, I would put a little strip of paper up there, something that would match your coordinating things or a decorative piece of paper so you wouldn't see that. What you were supposed to do was tie knots and you would just have things hanging like this. But because I didn't and I taped mine, I would put a piece of paper there. And then I would just write, you know, hello or whatever and put it in the envelope and send it. Or you could actually put this on a card. So that's an option too. So then this one here, you bring in and it says to attach this down at the bottom. So we're going to attach this. I'll put some little dimensionals all over this card. And if you've been a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you'll know that Stampin' Up! Is usually very generous with their mini dimensionals or whatever they're giving you to pop stuff up with. So if you kind of overdo it on some, you should probably have some left over from another class or another kit or whatever. So you'll have definitely enough to, but I wanted to make sure this was nice and popped everywhere. I did get that piece. I didn't think I did. Boy, I got a little dish over here and I'm regretting that I didn't grab it to put all these little mini things in. But I just didn't think of it. These are quick little things you could take with you on vacation or something if you want to do them. Okay. And then it has this here, but do I have to do anything before that? I'll go back and look at the card. It does not show me doing anything before that. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pop this down. I don't think this is popped up on this one. This looks like it just lays flat. So what they want you to use are these mini dots, and they would want you to put a few on the back. But because I have the tape runner, I'm just going to use the tape runner. Just makes it so much easier. So, I mean, you don't have to use the tape runner. It does come with stuff to have you clear it, to put it down. But like I said, a few things that I would have would be scissors, a tape runner, and maybe a couple little mini blocks. You don't have to, but it does make it nicer. Now it's telling us to bring in these beautiful stars. These are gorgeous little stars. And I don't know, yep, I can tip them and pick them up. So I'm going to put one there and maybe one here. And I don't know, one right there. Because they show 4 or 3. Yeah, they show 3 on each card. Doesn't really say where to put them. I mean, I guess you could put more if you want, but they say 3. So we are going to, we're going to leave, and this card is done and ready to go. So let's move on to our next card, which is this one. Absolutely gorgeous here. It's this card. Something sticky on my little base here. So we got this one, and this one is with the little mason jar, and they have you put the mason jar down. They have you put it right here in the middle. I gotta look at the picture again. Yes, they have you put it in the middle. Oh, I put these too low, I guess. Well, maybe not, but all right, and then they have you taking your little itty bitty dragon or lightning bug fly here. So I'm going to get the A block back out. And I'm stamping this up. And then we're going to stamp this. And right about here where our jar is going to go, they have you putting a couple little lightning bugs, and then we're going to put this on top so they look like they're in the jar like that. That's kind of cool. And then okay, so they have this, you hear this down with the glue dots, with the mini glue dots, and they just want you to put a couple wherever you think you might put something. So like if we're going to be adding some more dragonflies here on the outside of this, or dragonflies, lightning bugs on the outside, because you will see these little dots. And a little grading. So what I like to do, if you ever get vellum in the kits, they usually give you vellum, but I like to bring in my liquid glue. So you don't see the liquid glue, it comes out clear. So I would just put like a little dab of this here and maybe a little string along here, because once this dries, it'll dry clear. So you will not see that liquid glue. Now I'm going to remove, you could go right around the whole thing with the liquid glue. I'm just going to remove these dots that I did put down. And then I'm going to go back and show you. You see this gold all the way around it? You could just take and put a very, very, very thin, not super crazy. You don't need it, and just kind of go right around this vellum. And if you go off a little bit or anything, it's okay, because you want to know why? It dries clear. And just kind of go around just the outside edges. You don't need to go anywhere else. And that is plenty. That's probably more than we'll need. And then I'm just going to set this right over top of where we had those dots and everything else. And it's going to be just fine. And then just smooth around your edges. Now the glue does not come with it, but this Tombow multi-purpose glue can be purchased from Stampin' Up! And these extra things that I'm telling you, but this is what I like to use. But by all means, you don't need it. Just put it out here. You can go to bonniescreativeplace.stampinup.net. Use this hostess code CWHG2CVY from till July 31st. And you can order from me if you'd like to do that. And you could put your multi-purpose glue down if you want to use this. But these work, but they just will be seen. From you looking down at the camera, you're not going to see them. But you would see them if you were up close. So then they have these cute little bugs. And I put a dot right here. So I'm going to put one on there. And then they have one in this cute other blue color. And I put a dot right here. So I'm going to put one right there. And then I'm going to get another one, because it looks like they have 3. They do. Oh, they have one out in the sky, but out here. Okay. Well, we'll put one right there. Well, let's do this. Put this color right here. And then we'll put this one out here in the sky on this side. And then down here where I have my dot, they want you to put a greeting. And it says, "Let's party." And they have this going across the top. I think my jar should have been over farther, but if I went over farther, I wouldn't have had room to stamp any of the little guys in there. So I kind of put mine here. So I think I'm going to put mine on this side. Okay. So let's get our mini glue dots. And we'll put these on there. Hello and welcome. If you're just joining me, leave a comment below. And when I'm all done, the people that are here live, I will pick 1 or 2 of you, and I will send you a card. One of these cards that I'm making. Oops. I wanted this one up here. Good thing this is vellum. Vellum is a little bit more forgiving. Okay. Put this down here. Where is my other one? It's right there. There we go. And if I put this right here, you won't be able to see my other dot. Now there was another saying, because I don't want to say it's party time or whatever. There was this one. So let me get another block because I'm going to have to use that other long one. So let's see what this one says. You light up my life. That's what that one says. So that's what I'm going to put on here. These are pretty cool. They're embossed and everything. Oh, they're really nice. And I'm going to put, you light up my life. Aw, I love it. And then I'm going to put this right on here. And I'll put this right on this side. And because I didn't get this quite centered, and there's this little opening right there, I don't know what all these little stars are for, but I'm going to use one. I'm going to use one of these little glue dots. I'm going to attach one, putting it right on the back. I'll peel off the sticker, maybe. There we go. I'm going to put a little star there. Is that cool? Because I got it off-centered. So I didn't really want it that off-centered. So I stuck it right there. Okay. So it doesn't call for a star there, but that's where I put a star. So that one is done. So now we have 3 of our cards. Now we have this little bag. And on the bag, it had us stamp them. And then it has us putting down stars. I don't know if we're supposed to use these stars or the ones that we used before. But these are really cute. So we're supposed to put a star. I don't know if it's not really in the middle. Well, that's good. But this one just happened to fall in the middle. But they're saying like you could put one like just right here and one somewhere up here. So maybe I hadn't better put that one right in the middle. It might not be where you want it to be. Now, if you have other color mini, the little minis that come with these spots, Stampin' Spots, if you've been doing it for a while and you have other colors of these, it would be cute to take that burst and stamp them in some of your other colors and put them down on the, on this bag. So you wouldn't just have all the darker. And I think that would be so pretty. And then give it to somebody. I think their intention is to put a candle, a tea light in it, and light it up so that you could set them around outside at your party that you're going to have. So there we go. Put this one right here. We'll put this one and we will put this one right there. And then you could fill it with goodies, or you could put a tea light in it and have it decorate around. Now we've done the 4 projects that they said for us to do. So these are the 4 projects. And then you would repeat it again until all your supplies were gone. But I got the add-ons. So I kind of wanted to play with the add-on kit. Now you could go ahead and you could just easily stamp these with other stamps. If you have other stamps or other things that that they have. I don't have a silhouette one. A silhouette stamp would be perfect for these. Any of your other summery type ones would work. But I'm just going to use some of the supplies that are right here that they gave us and just do it on a card. And so we will do a couple more here. And I think that will be kind of fun to do it on a card base. And this time when I do my lanterns to going up into the sky, I don't think I'm going to get a bone folder to crease this so it doesn't move on me. If you have a set of cards and the more you crease your card base right here, your card won't keep opening up on you when you're trying to work on it. So the more you crease that, the better that is. Okay, so now I'm going to do one, and I'm going to do it with the lanterns. But this time, I think I'm just going to put the lanterns like they're floating. Because you know how when you let them go and they're just floating away? So this is one thing to do it the way that they do it. Now, I think these lanterns look more like the ones that are floating. These look more like the mason jar ones. So I think, in my mind, they would be too heavy. So I'm going to get a couple more of these out so we could have at least one more, because I think it would be pretty with one more lantern kind of floating off. And so I'm not going to use the twine. Let's put this one here and kind of offset them like that. And I'm going to add some, I'm going to add some of I'm going to add some of this on here. So there we go. So we got them actually like they're just floating up into the sky. And I think I want to add some of these little stars around, like that are up in the sky. And then maybe down here I could add a small little lightning bug. But I don't know what I did with all the little stars. So I knew I used a few, but they're buried here too. I'm going to put a greeting, so I don't really want anything way down there. So I hope that looks kind of cool, because that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to put this right here with one of these that will say, "You light up my life." Maybe I'll just put this on here. You know what? I'm not going to put that. I'm going to take and put this star down here. There, I think that looks better. So we're going to stamp this again. Get it over here, just like that. Put this down right there. And then I'm just going to take, and since I have my liquid glue here, it'll be quicker for me if I just put a little dab of glue and then pick this up and put it down. That's the cool thing about these little kits. You don't have to follow their directions. You can recreate. There's things out there that you can do. You could use this in a scrapbooking page if you wanted to. I used to recreate all this stuff and turn it into a scrapbooking page. Okay. So there's that. And then I'm just going to, and this is a technique you can do too with your little pad. If you want to add a little color to your thing, just run it across it very lightly with your, and it'll pick up some of that ink. Just be careful. You can do it on your, it'll just add a little bit of color to this. I picked up a little too much ink. So what I would do, because I've done that, is if you get these little sponges, you can get them anywhere, but we do sell them if you would like to purchase them. They come round, you get 3 in a package, so, and you can cut a lot of them out of it. And you're going to take the sponge, because I see some of the ink is still wet right there. So I would give it a sponge look, which this one's a little darker than I would like it, because I really picked up that purple. Oh, I really ruined that card. Let's see. Nope, we'll save that one. Okay, we're going to stamp again, and I'll just dab it with a sponger. You can just swipe them. I just didn't swipe it good enough. You got to just barely touch it. But this is my favorite technique, is to do this. It just adds a little color. And this isn't much. I'm adding a sponge to your little thing so you could have it to make it pop up. I'm just trying to give you guys other ideas that you can do with the kit, just to make it a little different. And there you go. And then you can write inside. You could actually take there is a little lantern here that they have. You could stamp the lantern. You could stamp one inside. And so there's one option with the supplies. Then let's see. Here we got another card. I want to really crease it to keep it down. And then let's see. What do we want to do to this card? I think it's the other jar on that one. So, well, I could use a mason jar on this. I'm not really sure what I want to do to this one. Well, let's see. We got a lot of those. And we have more lanterns. Do we want to do another lantern? No, I don't want to do another lantern card. Let's do the jar. Where's the jar? Here's the jar. Let's do the jar. It's not real dark, but I like the jar. We're going to put the jar over there. We're going to get our little bug out. And we're just going to stamp a little bug here a few times to make it look like we have 3 or 4 bugs in there. There we go. Yep, I like that. And then we're going to do the glue around the outside like we did before, so it'll stick down a lot easier. And I'm not being perfect with this, people. I'm just going around the edge. Set that over there. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. And then I'm going to take some of my little bugs, the little lightning bugs, and we're going to add a couple on the outside. They give you quite a few here. Put this one here. Let's put another one right out. I like one kind of swarming out of it, like they're trying to get into their friends. So I do like that. That's really cute. All right, and I'm not going to pop these up. I'm just going to let them lay flat this time onto the paper. Okay, there we go. And then, let's see. We have the greeting here. Oh, that bug will be in the way. I could have used this one, but that one I screwed up. So, I happen to have a scrap piece of something here. And I think I can use this. I'm just going to trim it down. I probably should have stamped on it before I trimmed it down. Yeah, that would have been a good thing. So let's stamp on this piece first. Okay. Let me get this back in the camera view. And I'm going to stamp right here. You light up my life. So just a scrap piece of paper. You don't have to have a fancy punch. And just kind of do this with a pair of your scissors. I love to do this with a lot of my greetings. I don't know, it's just fun to kind of go around the letters. Just like that. And then we'll bring this back in. And I think I'm going to put it right here, and I'm going to pop it up. And I might even add some stars, some of those bigger stars to this. Pop dots right here. So I'm going to put that right there. And then I'm going to get some of the bigger stars that I have. And I'm going to just kind of put a few of these around the paper. So that's really cool. See how I did that one? That's different. All right. And then I've got this last one. And I'm going to use the big Ferris wheel again. But this time, I don't think I'm going to put that big saying on it. So I'm going to bring this in. I'm going to put this big Ferris wheel down here. So I'm going to pop this all up everywhere. And this is, paper pumpkin is a great thing for a new beginner. There's several ways you can order it. In the description below, we'll have a link. And it will tell you when I'm done with this video, it will tell you that it'll say paper pumpkin, and you can go right there and subscribe. Or you can go to shop with me at the Bonnie's Creative Place, and that also will be in the description below. And you can go on and order you can order just 1 month to try it out, or you can order 3 months, or you can order 6, a year. It's however you want to do it. And I love it. It's a cute little box of stuff that comes in the mail. It's like your 30 minutes. It says 30 minutes of time for you. And that's what I love about it. And now I'm just going to put some of these stars up here. I just love these stars. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. And then, I don't know. I don't know if I want a big greeting. I kind of wanted something little, and I like that you light up my life, but then I feel like, you know, I might stamp this and cut it out so it's not quite so big before I add any more stars. So in that, oh, you know what? We'll do it on one of these papers. So you could just stamp this. Just going to show you an alternate thing. Just going to stamp this, and we're going to stamp it right in the center of this. And then if you have your scissors, we're just going to cut around it, just like we did the last one. You know, I could have saved that paper. I could have cut out the saying. Was not thinking. Oh, well. I'll use it on another card, though. You don't have to do this. I'm just trying to show you other options. Especially if you want something to go in a certain spot, and all that extra would have took it up. So now. See, we could put that right there. I could have actually put it up here and moved my, you know what? Let's see how stuck down I stuck this star. Not too bad. So we could put that over there and we could put a star right here. And I'm going to pop that up. This time, I'm going to pop it up. I still think it needs a little more stars. I'm not sure. I think I used all the ones I had down here. So I'm going to grab a couple more of these stars here, just so they look like they're like in the background a little bit. What do you think? Think yes? No? I mean, I don't know. I think they'll be okay. And I'm just going to use some of my liquid glue again and just give it a little dab. And then just pick this up and put it on there. And then you have so many cards that we can definitely stamp up some other stuff with the summer nights, which that would be in another video because I didn't bring anything out to do that with. But these are all the cards that we made tonight. Let me kind of clean up some of my mess here so you can see them all. And this is just from the paper pumpkin kit and then the little add-on. But even if you didn't have the pumpkin kit, you could still change your things up. So this is the, let's do it this way. Let's see. Okay. This is the one we did our way. And then this is the one that they did, on the directions that they had us do, which you can easily switch them up onto your card base too. Then this is the one right here that they did. And I just kind of switched it up and did that with it. So that's kind of cute. And then this is the one they had us do it that way. And I did it that way. And then, of course, they gave us this little guy. And you could bring in other things and decorate that up too. So those are the ideas, and this is the Paper Pumpkin kit. And if you would like to join Paper Pumpkin and come on here, I come on, today's the 24th. I had to change the date today, but normally I'd be on on the 23rd of every month. By then, everybody has their Paper Pumpkin kit. You can get your coffee, you can come along, or you can just, follow me in any way that, watch it and then go back and give yourself ideas and get you motivated and stuff. And if you'd like to do that, that's great. And if you'd like me in future videos, I could show some alternate ideas that you can do with the Paper Pumpkin kit. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for sitting in here. Thanks if you just popped in and out. If you'd like, comment, subscribe, all that little thing, hit the little subscribe button. There's a little picture at the bottom of the screen. I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.